What is happening, my Instagram and Facebook followers? It is your man, Benjamin Tankard Jr., also known as DJ Benji Rich, and I would like to welcome you to a morning motivational, action-packed episode of Money Moves and Marketing. I'm officially live from the crib at 6:42, and I just want to give some gems and some notes on how you can have a productive month, how you can plan to have a successful month. A lot of times we kind of let life throw us into life and we don't plan out our lives and we don't execute the things that we plan. But today's December 4th. It is the fourth quarter. It is the last month of the year. It takes 21 days to create a new habit, and I would love to create new habits with you guys this morning. And I just talk about it. I like to give you guys steps of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps to get your life to the next level from the previous month. So hurry up, take notes. This is going to be a quick live. I'm giving action-packed gems, things that I use, things that I execute, and we are starting right now. All right, you guys. In order to plan a successful month, a successful life, a successful week, a successful day, you have to first acknowledge that you are successful. And the definition of successful is the definition that you create. Don't let anybody define who you are going to be, or where you're going. So remember that you are the definition of success. Things you work to on a day-to-day basis are what you're doing to be successful. So in order to start this plan and get it on the right road, we have to have self-reflecting questions. So y'all write these questions down because I'm going by all this stuff quick. So self-reflecting questions. Let's start with this. What's one word that can describe your previous month? So for the month of November, what is one word that can describe the previous month? How was last month? Was it upsetting? Was it wealthy? Was it great? Was it blessings? Was it failures? Describe your month, last month, in one word. Number 2, what was your biggest achievement of last month? What was your biggest achievement of last month? Let's go ahead. That's number 2. Y'all write that down. Your biggest achievement. What is the biggest thing you achieved? Step number 3. What were the most challenging things that you dealt with last month? In the last month of November, what were the most challenging things that you dealt with that set you back, or that financially, mentally, or physically had you in a boggle in your mind that you didn't know what to do? So let me go back to the top to help you guys out. If you guys came in late, this is our self-reflecting questions to have a better plan for the next month, which is this month. So question number 1 was describe your last month in one word. That was the first question. Number 2, what was the biggest achievement of last month? That's number 2. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you, B, for posting these. Number 3, what were your most challenging things of last month? What is something that challenged you, that almost took you out, but didn't take you out, but now you have to learn how to get through that challenge? It was something new. It was a new learning curve. We have to take note of these things because these things define us in our future and where we're going, where we're at, and how we actually got to where we are. All right. Number 5, what am I proudest of for the month of November? That's number 5. What am I proudest of? So what is something that you did that you are proud of, that you executed, or it could be last month's plan that you planned out and you executed it and got it done. So what are you proudest of the previous month? All right. Number 6, what are you most grateful for? And make sure you make sure you guys pay attention to these words, because I just said number 5. What am I proudest of? What are you proud? The proudest thing that made you proud. It could be family, friends, something you've done. Proudest. Number 6. What am I most grateful for? Grateful is a whole different word. What are you grateful for? What is something that came out of nowhere that you didn't know was coming that made you abundantly grateful? Like last month, I had $1,000 fall out the sky from Jesus Christ. I was so thankful and grateful for that because that was a gig that I never seen coming. And it actually helped clear my last month expenses because it came out of nowhere. So I'm grateful for that experience. All right. Number 7, what is your main source of inspiration? What is your main source of inspiration? Who are you listening to? Who are you watching? Who is motivating you? Who is pushing you? Who is actually helping you get to the next level so you can be the best you? Who are your mentors? Who are you watching on a day-to-day basis? You are the sum of the 5 people who you hang around. So who are those 5 people? Let's talk about that. That right there was number 7. All right, you guys, we are on number 8. Number 8, what are the things I've learned and want to remember? What did you teach yourself? That is number 8. What are the things I've learned and I want to remember? So what have you learned this month that you want? What have you learned in the month of November that you want to apply this month? Last month, I fully learned how to plan out my life to have a successful life. I was surviving fatherhood at first. Now I'm thriving at 30. So the thing is, what did you learn? What situation was you in last month that took you out? What took you out last month that you're not going to allow you to take you out in December? You know what I mean? What financial troubles did you have? What hardships did you have that took you out last month that you want to take you out right now? All right, number 9. How am I different? How am I different? Y'all, November of this past month, this past month broke me. I had so many trials and tribulations, but how am I different? Let me tell you something. My thought process, my speaking process, how I deal with people, everything is like, you got to give respect to give respect. You know what I mean? Being in the 1% may feel like you're losing sometimes when people do things to you and you can't speak back, or you can't argue back, or you can't comment back. That's called being the bigger person. But at the end of the day, you being the bigger person is helping you be great. It's helping you get further in life. Understand that is something for your own personal development. So you can't be mad at somebody else because you want to be greater in your life, because that's why they are where they are, because they're not trying to be great. They're not trying to figure out how they can be better on their everyday life and be different. All right. And number 10 is, how can I improve my life this month? That's the last one. Self-reflection. That was number 10. So let's go ahead and break it down from number 1 through number 10. And then I'm going to speak to you guys directly. Number 1, one word to describe your previous month of November. Question number 2, what are the biggest achievements that you made last month in November? Number 3, what were the most challenging things that you experienced last month in November? Number 4, what kept me awake at night in November? So what was going on in November that was that bad, that kept you up at night? You was tossing and turning, you couldn't sleep, you were sick to your stomach. Number 5, what am I the proudest of? Whether that be family, friends, a project, a situation, what are you proudest of? Number 5. Number 6, what am I most grateful for? And I will put these in the comments on my page when I get done with this whole video or whatever. What am I most grateful for? Grateful that happened. 7, what is my main source of inspiration? Where do you get your inspiration to get up in the morning? Where do you get your inspiration? Who are you watching to motivate you to be great? Is it me? Is it your friends? Is it TD Jakes? Is it the Shade Room? I don't know who it is. Well, what is making you run in the morning? We grown. We 30. We not in college. We not in high school. We not friends. We are literally waking up to inspire ourselves to be great on a day-to-day basis. So who is doing that for you? Number 8, what are the things I've learned and want to remember in the month of November, the previous month? And number 9, how am I different? How am I different this month from last month? And number 10, how can I improve my month this month? These are self-defining questions that I've asked myself. This is number 1. This is reflecting on the previous month. So all these questions are actually making you reflect on your previous month, and you're asking yourself 10 defining questions. When you answer those 10 defining questions, you are now analyzing the data from your previous month and your previous goals and your previous inspirations to see how you can apply that to this month, December. Today is December 1st. So since today's December 1st, let's go ahead and let's talk about how you can have a successful life in month starting right now today. All right. Number 1, I'm going to give you guys 8 more. This is 8 daily habits. This is 8 daily habits that I would encourage you guys to get up and do yourselves that can help get you to the next level, because they've gotten me to the next level, and I'm sharing these gems with you guys. Number 1, wake up and create a morning routine. What I mean by create a morning routine is one thing that I'm getting back into, self-aligned by 6:59. What that means is by 6:59 it's 6:52. By 6:59, I need to be woken up brushed my teeth, I washed my face, I put lotion on, I brushed my hair, I done got on social media, I done made my post for the morning, I done prayed, I done meditated, I done spoke to my kids, I done all this stuff before 6:59. Do you not know if you create a morning routine, you're already ahead of the day? Like right now, y'all, things we're talking about, people are still in their bed sleep right now. If you take these principles and apply them to your life, it'll actually get your life to the next level. Routines get your life to the next level. It's repetitive. And then once you do things on a repetitive time span, it actually helps come when it's repetitive, you have muscle memory. When you have muscle memory, you'll automatically wake up. You'll automatically brush your teeth every day. You automatically put on some fresh clothes. Because I'll tell you, when you look good, you feel good. I got a haircut. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling motivational. I'm feeling sexy. I got fresh clothes on this morning. I'm feeling great. So number one, your morning routine. Number two, make sure you have your first healthy meal of the day. I don't care. With me, I do Smoothie King. You have to feed your brain. You can't just wake up and go. Corey, Jasmine, Alexandria, Alex, like I know y'all personally. We are hustlers. We are grinders. We get up grinding. Alex, you got kids. C-Dub, you got kids. Jasmine, you got kids. Y'all, I talk to all three of them pretty often. Every morning they're up, they're grinding, they're hustling. But a lot of times, Corey does not eat breakfast. Jasmine does not eat breakfast. Alex, she may eat breakfast because she does construction work. But for the most part, I'm encouraging you guys to get up and eat a healthy meal to actually get your brain, get up before the baby. Yeah, bro, good job, Jasmine. Make sure you get up before the babies. Get up before the babies. Like I was up with Lil Man. Literally when I got up at 5 o'clock because I had to feed him. After I fed him, I got up, took my shower, told myself I was going to do this live and start my day the way it needs to get started. All right. So number one was create a morning routine. Number two was make sure you have a healthy meal every morning. Number three is going to be do the most challenging thing first. Don't tell my business. I do have my glass of water. Number three, do the most challenging and important thing first. What that means is when I get off this live right now, I have 3 phone calls and I have some emails that I have been letting sit inside my email box and also my call log. I need to call people back. When you handle the most important thing first, it takes the stress off of your head, your shoulders, your back, your neck. Y'all, call them bill collectors at 7 a.m. Call that person you don't want to talk to about that situation or that meeting. Call them first thing in the morning, because what I realize is we run from our issues. We run from situations, and we try to think that we're going. I realize that the further and longer you run from it, the more that it's still going to be there. And not just will it be there, it'll affect you more in the end because you did not deal with the situation. I am no longer today letting any situation in my life go by undealt with or unhandled. And you need to do it respectfully because we are grown. So you should know how to deal and communicate with people. And if you don't, I can give you a book to handle that. All right. All right, you guys. Number four, y'all tap in. Number four, stick to your damn schedule. That brings us back to number one. Create a routine. If you had that routine, you would have a schedule or a strategy or a plan to stick by. That's the biggest thing with entrepreneurs, business people, or adults is we find excuses and we find it very easy to bail out on certain situations because we like to make excuses for them. Like the kids did this, or I'm tired, or I'm doing it. Stop putting things off until tomorrow. Start now. No opportunity wasted. That's what now means. Start now. Write that down, y'all. Start now. No opportunity wasted. Move now. Because the more you're not moving, the more there's somebody out there passing you by. There's somebody out there creating better content. There's somebody out there being a better DJ. There's somebody out there being a better parent. There's somebody out there being a better them. And that could be you. You know what I mean? No one's holding you back but you. You know what I mean? So let that stick in your head right there. So back to the beginning. I'll make sure y'all have these points and you write them down. Jazz, put these points in the comments for me. Number one was create a morning routine. That's number one. Number two was make sure you eat a healthy meal or breakfast in the morning. That's number two. Number three is make sure you do the most challenging or important task of the day first. Most important task, do that first. Number 4, make sure you stick to a schedule. So that takes us back to number 1. Make sure you stick to your routine, because your routine and the structure of that is what's going to help you get to that next level. All right, and now we are on number 5, which it kind of goes with number 4. Number 5 is don't procrastinate or multitask. What that is meaning, do not procrastinate or multitask. Let's take it back to number 1. If you have set that routine, and then let's go back to number 4. If you stick to the schedule, then you will not have any issue with number 5, which is procrastination and multitasking. As humans, we naturally get unfocused. We naturally multitask. We naturally do multiple things at one time. And even when we know we can, it's better to get one thing done at a time. That's why we created a schedule. That's why we created a plan, because everything has a time block. Everything has a position. Everything has a time when it needs to be done and how it needs to be done. It's called protocol. It's called structure. You see what I'm saying? So you can't elevate without protocol, structure, and a schedule. Those are 3 things you need to actually scale your business and get to the next level. Procrastination will take you out. I am a product of procrastination, you guys. Many times I have said I was going to go live and I talked myself out of it or made an excuse, or the kid was crying. I am a product of that, and I am getting better. So I can admit to my shortcomings. So if you are a product of procrastination, put a 1 in the chat. Go ahead and put a 1. We're all my good people who are going to admit, if you procrastinate, put number 1 in the chat. It's okay, because we're all getting better at it. We're all getting better. We're all getting better. You know, we're not here to judge or be upset at nobody or down nobody. We are here to better our lives in every way possible. All right, you guys. Number 7 is laugh and play. Okay, the biggest thing as grown-ups and parents, we find ourselves very serious with work, very serious with life. We wake up, we deal with the kids, get the kids off. We get up, we go to work, we leave work, we get the kids home from work. We feed them. We really don't play with them. We help them with their homework, and we send them to bed. Nah, my dog, you need to get up and you need to learn how to laugh and play. Laugh, play, and be happy. Those are the biggest things that I can say have changed my life. And really, let's call that balance. Jasmine, let's call that balance. Number 7 is going to be balance. Balance is a good word. Balance. Because in my marriage, part of the reason my marriage failed is because I didn't have balance. I was in my 20s. I was gun-ho about working. I was gun-ho about success. I was chasing success as if success was right in front of me. And it is right in front of me. But it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And that's the biggest thing that I had to, that's one thing that I really had to grab a whole grasp of, that, you know, some people do get famous and rich overnight. Some people do it in 6 months. Some people go to college and do what they're supposed to do, got a degree, got a house, got married, but stop comparing yourself. You got to have balance. Like, that's why I said I'm 30 and thriving. I'm not 30 and with a midlife crisis, because that's the thing. We turn 30 and we turn to our left and we turn to our right and we judge our life based off what we see from other people. And not even just that. We hop on social media and we see people doing good, and we're judging people on social media because we are not to the level that we see that they are at, and we're the same age, or we're the same color, or we're the same demographic, or we're in the same business. We got to stop that. We got to stop that, because that will take you out. As myself, it almost took me out. I'm very successful. I have a food truck. I have a hot dog car. I have a storefront. I have a thriving business. You know, I've dealt with a lot of things this past month that have set me back, but I'm alive. I ain't dead. You know what I mean? I got my kids, my child support caught up. I ain't going to jail. You know what I mean? Let's worry and balance our thoughts and happiness on things that we can control. You see what I'm saying? You can control your success, but your control of your success is by the consistency of what you're putting in on a day-to-day basis. Is all this making sense? Let me get some ones in the chat that's making sense. Ones in the chat. All right. And lastly, the last one is going to be number 8. And this will have to be with consistency. Consistency, 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 consistency. You guys, today is December 1st, and I've been on this live for about 30 minutes since 6:30, and today's topic was how to plan a successful life, and I gave you 10 steps earlier about how to plan a successful life. Also, these steps right now that I'm giving you is how to have daily habits to have a successful day. That's what I just gave you just now. And I would like you guys to tap in, listen to these, meditate on these things that I have mentioned to you guys. I am going to post this live. I am going to put all the whole breakdowns of what I just mentioned. I'm going to put the whole breakdown so you guys can go back and watch this. But use this to progress your life today. Use this to get to the next level. It is the first month of December. Faith without works is dead. What is your vision for December? Where are you going to be by the end of the month? Like, how are you going to progress your life? Forget Christmas. How are you going to progress your life to be prepared for 2022? How are you setting your financial, your physical, your mental, your spiritual? How are you setting all that up right now so you can succeed and be the best person that you need to be in December? December's here. It's 7:03, December 1st, and you up watching me getting motivation. I appreciate it. I love it. I thank you guys for tapping in and tuning in with me. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. This video will go live on my page. I'm going to leave it up for the next 2 days, but I'm putting this content on my YouTube because I want to help Black, young, millennial people to understand they can keep going. They don't need to give up. We can succeed. I'm 30 and thriving, and I'm not upset about anything that's going on in my life. I had a hell of a November. I had a hell of a November. November dang near took a nigga out, but guess what? I'm here. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna have my morning routine. I'm gonna make sure I eat healthy. I'm gonna make sure I have balance. I'm gonna make sure I challenge the things in my life that are not doing well to get better. I'm gonna create a schedule. I'm gonna stick to that schedule. So all I want to do is motivate people like myself, my color, my men. Like, bro, I got 3 kids. I care 3 kids, single father. The other mother their mothers help me. But at the end of the day, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. If I'm gonna be great, it's up to me, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all that. Like, you can do it. I promise you can do it. If ain't nobody told you, you can do it. Don't give up. Don't let nobody stop you. This shit is so hard. But I promise you, you will make it. I'm going to make it. And that's why I'm here to show you guys. I'm 30 and I still ain't there. And Bernicia remind me every day, like, you good. Like, you know, we have ups and downs, but you good, bro. Like, just keep pushing and it's going to work out. So with that being said, I love you. I hope you guys love me. Please share this live with 5-10 people who need this information about having a successful life and a successful day and a successful month. And let's end this year strong. Let's end this year on 10. Share this live with people who really want to grow their life and get to the next level. And I'm going to be going live every morning. I'll find good topics. I'll find things that I'm learning and I'm reading, and I'll share them with you guys so we can learn together. We can grow together, and we all can become leaders of the new school. And within the leaders of the new school, we will create wealth and we'll share the wealth. Everything that I have, I'm going to share with you guys. Any ideas, any ways of marketing, anything that's working for me, I'm going to make sure I share with you so it can help work for you and your family and your life, and you have abundant blessings. Everybody on this live, dear Heavenly Father, thank for all the 10 to 20 people that have been on this live. Let us go grow and multiply and be the best people. Lead us to the storehouse so that there may be meat in your house. Keep away all hurt, harm, or danger from everybody. Let everybody that we're connected to help us to get to the next level, and let us be a magnet. Let's be a money magnet. Let's be an inspiration magnet. Let us be a hustling magnet. Let us be a grinding magnet to people that want to grow their lives and execute their lives, get to the next level, and then allow us to give the energy to speak back into people to help other people be great and help them get to the next level. Because like you said, faith without work is dead, and I am here now ready to put in the work to help my fellow people, my friends, my family get to the level they need to get to succeed, to be great, and to be the best them, and never let any hurt, harm, or danger come against them or their family. We bind any demons, any demonic spirits, any people, any hurt, harm, or danger that could come and attack our health, our wealth, our finances, our spirit. We bind that in Jesus' name right now. And we are going to have an amazing day. Let God lead you. I love you. My name is DJ Benji Rich, and I approve this message. Have a blessed day.